The sweet lure of sugar. A modern dilemma. We love sugar. It's sweet, it's satisfying, and it gives us a quick burst of energy. But this seemingly harmless treat has a dark side. Our modern world is overflowing with sugary drinks and processed foods. This overabundance of sugar is harming our health and potentially affecting our minds. Could our craving for sweetness be making us less intelligent? The truth is, sugar has a powerful effect on our brains. It triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine rush is what makes sugar so addictive. But just like any drug, the more we consume, the more we need to achieve the same effect. This cycle of cravings and crashes can leave us feeling sluggish, irritable, and struggling to focus. Nature's energy. Boost sugar's role in our evolutionary past. To understand our complex relationship with sugar, we need to look back at our evolutionary history. In the past, our ancestors relied on naturally occurring sugars found in fruits and honey for energy. Sugar was scarce, and its consumption provided a valuable calorie boost for survival. Our brains, wired for survival, learned to associate the taste of sweetness with this essential energy source. This primal instinct to seek out sugar ensured our ancestors consumed enough calories to thrive in a challenging environment. However, this biological drive, once crucial for survival, is now working against us in a world of readily available, highly processed sugary foods. Sugar overload. How modern diets fuel overconsumption. Our ancestors consumed sugar sparingly, as nature intended. Today, we are surrounded by a constant barrage of sugary temptations. From breakfast cereals laden with sugar to sweetened beverages and processed snacks, our modern diets deliver an unprecedented amount of sugar. This dramatic shift in our consumption patterns has significant consequences for our health. Our bodies, not designed for this level of sugar intake, struggle to process the excess. The result is a cascade of negative health effects, including weight gain, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and even an increased risk of certain cancers. The sugar crash. Unveiling the vicious cycle of cravings and energy slumps. Have you ever experienced that sudden burst of energy after indulging in a sugary treat, followed by an inevitable crash? This roller coaster of highs and lows is your body's response to sugar's rapid absorption into the bloodstream. When we consume sugar, our blood glucose levels spike, triggering the release of insulin to regulate this surge. However, frequent sugar consumption can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where our cells become less responsive to insulin signals. This leads to chronically elevated blood sugar levels, further fueling cravings and perpetuating the cycle of sugar dependence. Breaking free from this vicious cycle requires understanding the science behind these cravings and adopting healthier dietary habits. The hidden enemy. Exposing sugar's disguise in processed foods. One of the most concerning aspects of our modern diet is the pervasiveness of hidden sugars. Food manufacturers add sugar to a vast array of processed foods, often under the guise of different names. From high fructose corn syrup and sucrose to dextrose and maltose, these hidden sugars lurk in seemingly innocuous products, such as yogurt, salad dressings, and even bread. This deceptive practice makes it challenging to track our sugar intake accurately. We may believe we are making healthy choices, unaware that we are consuming excessive amounts of hidden sugars. Educating ourselves about these hidden sugars is crucial to making informed dietary decisions and reducing our overall sugar consumption. Sugar's sneaky attack. How excess consumption impacts our bodies. The consequences of excessive sugar consumption extend far beyond weight gain. Our bodies are intricate systems, and a diet high in sugar can disrupt their delicate balance. One of the most significant impacts of sugar overload is its effect on our metabolic health. As mentioned earlier, excessive sugar intake can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, sugar is highly inflammatory, contributing to chronic inflammation throughout the body. This chronic inflammation is linked to a range of health problems, including heart disease, stroke, and certain types of cancer. Reducing our sugar intake is essential for protecting our metabolic health and mitigating the risk of these chronic diseases. Brain fog and beyond. The detrimental effects of sugar on cognitive function. The impact of sugar on our brains extends beyond the immediate pleasure response. Emerging research suggests that excessive sugar consumption may have long-term consequences for cognitive function, potentially impairing learning, memory, and even increasing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Studies have shown a correlation between high sugar diets and reduced cognitive flexibility, the brain's ability to switch between tasks and adapt to new situations. Moreover, sugar's impact on insulin sensitivity in the brain may contribute to the development of Alzheimer's disease, a neurodegenerative disorder characterized by memory loss and cognitive decline. Protecting our brain health requires adopting a holistic approach that includes limiting sugar intake, engaging in regular physical activity, and maintaining a balanced diet rich in brain-boosting nutrients. Breaking the sugar habit: practical tips to regain control of your health. Reducing our sugar intake can feel like a daunting task, especially given its pervasiveness in our food environment. However, with awareness, commitment, and a few practical strategies, we can regain control of our health and break free from sugar's grip. Start by gradually reducing your consumption of sugary drinks, such as soda, fruit juices, and sweetened teas. These beverages are often loaded with sugar and provide minimal nutritional value. Next, take a closer look at food labels and become familiar with the various names for hidden sugars. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible, as they are naturally lower in sugar and higher in essential nutrients. Simple swaps, big impact, easy substitutions to reduce sugar intake. Making small changes to our dietary habits can have a significant impact on our overall sugar consumption. Instead of reaching for sugary cereals in the morning, try incorporating protein-rich options like eggs, Greek yogurt, or oatmeal topped with nuts and seeds. When it comes to snacking, choose whole fruits, vegetables with hummus, or a handful of unsalted nuts instead of processed snacks. If you have a sweet tooth, explore healthier alternatives like dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa, which contains antioxidants and less sugar than milk chocolate. Remember, consistency is key. By making gradual, sustainable changes, we can retrain our palates and reduce our reliance on sugar without feeling deprived. Sweet rewards. Experiencing the positive effects of lowering sugar consumption. Reducing sugar intake is not about deprivation, but rather about empowering ourselves to make healthier choices that benefit our physical and mental well-being. As we decrease our sugar consumption, we can expect to experience a range of positive changes. Our energy levels may stabilize, and we may experience fewer cravings and energy crashes throughout the day. Our waistlines may shrink, and we may even notice improvements in our skin health. Most importantly, by reducing our risk of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and heart disease, we are taking proactive steps to live longer, healthier lives. A future less sweet. Embracing a healthier relationship with sugar. Sugar, in its natural form and consumed in moderation, is not inherently bad. However, our modern food environment has created an imbalance, leading to excessive consumption and a myriad of health problems. By understanding the science behind sugar's effects on our bodies and brains, we can make informed choices to reduce our intake and regain control of our health. Let us strive for a future where sugar is no longer seen as a dietary staple, but rather as an occasional treat. By embracing a healthier relationship with sugar, we can empower ourselves and future generations to live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives.